How are you guys?
Ma'am,
I'm
fine.
doing.
How are
How about you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, let's check who is absent and who is present. Akram Salim.
Present, ma'am.
Ashhab Shahzad.
Present, ma'am.
Halima. Halima. Hamayun, she's present or absent?
Ma'am, absent.
Absent. Okay.
Present,
Hamayun.
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay. Ashraf Shanza.
Present, ma'am.
Mahrin Eljaz.
Present, ma'am.
Nilam Sultana.
Present, ma'am.
Numrah Imran.
Present, ma'am.
Saba Said. Sunaina.
Present, ma'am.
Tayaba.
Present, ma'am.
Wasim Zafar.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, it's good. Almost everybody present. $39, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Khan Muhammad Rafiq.
Present, ma'am.
Jilana Hafsar Israr.
Present, ma'am.
Wahidullah. Said Ali Husnain. Sanaullah.
present, ma'am?
Bisma Falak.
Present, ma'am.
Alisha Faral.
Present, ma'am.
Abdul Hamid.
Present, ma'am.
Sehrish Mustafa.
Present, ma'am.
Mobusher Raza. Zainullah Tayin.
Present, ma'am.
Muhammad Ashgar. Rehman Atta.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, guys. Let's start our practices. Let's start from 39. Then we'll go to 24. So your homework was the general examinations, right? Turn off your camera, please. Turn on your camera. And guys, I'm sorry I'm late because we had a meeting. Okay, let's see. Let's start from the Sanaula. Sanaula, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your homework was the general examination. Tell me, please. General examinations consist of what?
Ma'am, the for method in the general examination, ma'am, inspection, ma'am, palpation.
No,
particular-
no. I'm not asking about this one. I'm asking about the components of general examination. Sanaullah.
Ma'am, to detect disease at an early stage. Ma'am,
I'm
determine
not
the cause.
asking what is that. Listen my questions, please. Tell me, please, what is the state of health? How you understand state of health? State of health. How do you understand, Sanaullah?
What, ma'am? Sorry. Repeat, ma'am. Understand?
Sanaullah.
Yes, ma'am. Repeat the question.
Next questions. What does it mean, consciousness?
What, ma'am?
What
Ma'am,
does it mean,
ma'am,
consciousness?
is the patient awake, alert, and responsive to you and others in the environment?
Levels of consciousness.
Yes, ma'am.
Levels of consciousness. Tell me, what kind of levels of consciousness do you know? Sanaullah. Level of consciousness.
Level of consciousness, ma'am. mm, uh,
Okay, done.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Gilani Hafsa.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me please. General examinations consist of what?
Ma'am, general examinations consist of um, um, ma'am, in this consist of palpation, percussion, and escalation.
No, no. I need a con.
Ma'am, in this
General
general
examination.
condition of patient, the position, measurement of body temperature, facial expression, hair, nails, mucous membrane, lymph nodes, joints, state of health.
Okay, wait. Your name is Gilani, right?
Hafsa. Yes,
Hafsa.
Ragilani. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hafsa. Hafsa, tell me please, how you understand
Yes, ma'am.
state of health? How do you understand state of health?
Ma'am, in the state of health, in this physical, mental, social well-being will come here, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity.
Tell me please, how you will check the patient's state? I am a patient, you are a doctor. What you will do and what is my state of health? Hafsa, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell
Can
me
you
please.
repeat? Sorry, ma'am. Your voice is so low.
So what you will put in the case history, Hafsa?
Ma'am, first I will add name,
No, I don't ask about the name. I'm asking about the state of health. Okay, next question. Consciousness.
types of disease,
What is this consciousness?
Yes, ma'am.
What does it mean, consciousness?
Ma'am, uh,
Hafsa, consciousness.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is a normal level. No, it means that the person is either awake or already awakened from the normal sleep. It will be the consciousness.
Level of consciousness.
Levels of consciousness.
Yes, very fastly.
Ma'am, level of consciousness. Mm, Alertness, lethargy, obtudation, stupor, coma.
How you understand this of stupor? How you
Ma'am,
understand stupor?
Ma'am, in this, the patient will arises from the sleep after a painful verbal response, and it will be the response
What
will be
can
the slow.
cause the stupor? What can cause
Yes.
stupor? There is.
Sorry, ma'am. What?
Tell me, please, by which problems it can cause stupor? Reasons of stupor. Okay, what does mean coma? Hafsa, coma.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. No, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in coma, the patient remains unarousable, like with eyes closed. In the coma, patient's eyes will close, and there will be no evident response.
What does mean position of the patient and what kind of positions of the patients you know? Position,
In coma,
no. Position of the,
position. Okay, ma'am. In position, it refer to the patient's body status,
can you tell me
and
please
it
the type
divided.
of the
Yes, ma'am.
positions of the patient?
Yes, ma'am. It
Type
divided into the active position and passive position,
and
and the and comprehensive supine.
compulsive positions and
Yes,
compulsive
ma'am.
positions. Can you tell me
Yes, ma'am.
please, you are a doctor, come to you check your patients in the hospital.
Yes,
How you will check the positions? What you will see?
ma'am. First, I will see the patient can move his or her body freely without any restrictions.
Okay, Hafsa, thank you. Khan Muhammad Rafiq. Rafiq, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me please, what does it mean positions of the patients? How we divided positions of the patients?
Position of patient, ma'am.
Positions of the patients. I'm asking about the positions of the patients.
Position of patient means supine and prone.
No, I need my informations. I need my lecture informations. That's why I say always attend my lectures because I will ask information from my lecture, not from Wikipedia, not from Google. I need my answer. Positions of the patients. Okay, next questions. What does mean BMI?
Body mass
Does
index.
mean BMI? BMI. What does it mean? BMI.
Body mass index, ma'am.
Okay, tell me please, what is this one? Why we need it? Tell me the formula. Why we need to check this one? Everything about the BMI. Very fastly, please, because I have no time. Rafik, do it.
Okay, ma'am. Then we measure a body fat according to height. Hello, ma'am.
Tell me please, check my BMI. My weight is 50. My height is 157. What will be my BMI? I say to you, Say me, my BMI, my weight is 50 kg. My height is 157. Tell me please my BMI very fastly. I give you 30 seconds.
What's your weight, ma'am?
50 kg.
50
And
kg
my
weight,
height
right?
is 157. Tell me please my BMI.
You 57.
Very fast. I have no time. Very fast.
Sir, you have normal weight. You
What
are
I have? What I have?
not underweight or no overweight. You have normal weight.
No, tell me number. Number. You calculate and tell me the number of my BMI. You calculate and tell me the number of my BMI.
Okay, ma'am.
Tell me, or I keep going. Bisma Falak. You hear me? Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Bisma Falak.
Yes,
You hear me?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me, please, the consciousness. What does it mean, consciousness?
Ma'am, this consciousness is a state being aware of and responsive to one's surrounding. Person's awareness or perception of something.
Level of consciousness. Level
Yes,
of
ma'am.
consciousness. Level of consciousness. Level of consciousness.
Ma'am, survival consciousness, relationship consciousness, and service consciousness,
No,
and
no. Tell me, please, in a Russian-speaking country, we use what kind of consciousness? In a Russian-speaking country, we use what kind of consciousness?
ma'am, in this state can be aroused with little difficulty.
No. What does mean sober? What does mean sober? What does it mean sober?
Yes, ma'am.
What does the sober mean? What does the sober mean? SOPOR. Okay, next, Alicia Faral. You hear me? Alicia Faral, you hear me? Or you are absent? Alicia Faral, okay, absent. Abdul Hamid. Abdul
Yes, ma'am.
Hamid, wake up. Tell me, please,
Yes, ma'am.
position of the patient. Tell me, please, position of the patient.
Yes, ma'am. Position of patient, ma'am, is the patient body status and general way of holding, ma'am.
What kind of position of the patient do you know?
Ma'am, there are three types of position of the patient: the active position, the passive position, and the compulsive position.
What does mean passive position?
Yes, ma'am. The passive position, ma'am, the patient cannot adjust or move his or her body.
Example,
And
please.
sorry, ma'am.
An example.
For example, ma'am, the patient has severe pain in his hand or in his legs or in another area, ma'am. So in this
What
state,
else?
the patient.
Tell me, please, the other reason. Tell me, please, the other reason of coma.
Sorry, ma'am, I can't hear it properly.
Tell me, please, the other reason of the passive positions of the patient.
Ma'am, in passive position, the person can also be unconscious.
Unconscious. So it means coma. Coma, it
Yes,
means unconscious. Tell me, please, what
yes,
does
ma'am.
mean coma?
Ma'am, in the coma, the person remain unerosible and fully unconscious and cannot respond to any stimulus.
Tell me, please, the reasons of the coma. Reasons of the coma.
Ma'am, reason of coma, uh, I think the some problem in the brain, ma'am, brain damage.
What kind of reasons of the coma do you know? What kind of reasons of the
So,
coma do you know?
ma'am, it can be alcoholic and hypoglycemic and diabetic and yes, ma'am, I know about these.
Okay, okay, good. Tell me, please, why we check BMI of the patient?
Ma'am, BMI is important for patient because it is also important in diabetes and some other disorders, coronary heart disease
Okay, thank you.
and stroke. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sehrish Mustafa. Sehrish Mustafa. You hear me?
Ma'am.
Your
Yes,
name
ma'am.
is Sehrish, right? Okay, tell
Yes, ma'am.
let's talk about the compulsive positions. What do you know about the compulsive positions? What is that? Sehri, Sehrish.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Compulsive position is that in which repetitive behavior, repetitive movement of the body.
Sehrish, what does it mean?
Membrane patients have angina attacks or the patient is unable to walk and move the body in one position.
Sehrish, I cannot hear you normally. Use the chat. Chat, right at the chat. What does mean compulsive position? What kind of compulsive position do you know? Write at the chat, but very fastly. Sehrish, I am waiting for you. What kind of compulsive positions do you know? Write at the chat right now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, I am Sabha Said from GM24. Ma'am,
then.
I was present when you called my name, but from my side, I have internet problems. So,
Okay, wait. When I reach the 24, you say me, okay?
okay, ma'am.
Sakrish, we don't have a time. Very shortly. Write at the chat. What does it mean, compulsive positions? What kind of compulsive positions do you know? What kind of compulsive positions do you know? We don't have a time. Please, fastly. No, no, I'm not agree with you. No. Tell me, please. Okay. BMI. Can you give me, please, a normal result of BMI? Write in the chat. Normal result of BMI. Write at the chat.
18.5 to 25.
Chat at the chat. Write at the chat because I cannot hear you. I think your internet is not good. So that's why write at the chat. The normal BMI. Okay, tell me please why we need to know the BMI. Write at the chat why we need to know the BMI of the patient. Write at the chat. You done? We don't have a time. Okay, Sakrish. Zain Ulam.
Present, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Zain Ulam. Okay, let's talk about them. Tell me please about let's talk about skin. What do you know about skin? Can you tell me please the normal anatomy structure of the skin?
What, ma'am?
Zainullah, the normal anatomical structure of the skin.
Skinnic, ma'am.
Zainullah.
Hello, ma'am.
You
Yes, ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I said to you, anatomical structure of the skin. Be fastly. No, you don't know, so say, I don't know.
Ma'am, I know, but your voice, ma'am, I cannot hear you properly, ma'am.
You
Ma'am,
can properly hear my voice. How you
ma'am,
cannot properly? You just only don't know where to get these informations. Okay,
no,
tell me please. The
skinnic type,
color
ma'am.
of the skin depends on what? The color of the skin depends on what? The
Ma'am,
color of the skin depends on what?
ma'am, the color of the skin depend upon.
My last questions, if you answer, you answer. If you not answer, you
Ma'am,
know
please.
what happened.
Yes.
What kind of compulsive? What kind of
Ma'am,
compulsive
compulsive.
position do you know?
Ma'am, there are ma'am, there are many compulsive positions like lungs abasis, orthopenia, ma'am.
Okay, tell me please about the orthopnoea. What does mean orthopnoea?
Ma'am, orthopnea, an abnormal condition in which person must keep the head elevated or breathe deeply or uncomfortably, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me please the reason of the orthopnoea position?
Ma'am, orthopnea, ma'am, due to lungs disease, ma'am, in which patient feel lungs disease or heart disease, like ma'am, coronary artery blockage or many other disease, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me please the classifications of the BMI, how we classified BMI.
Ma'am, BMI classified in many way, like if BMI, ma'am, if it is a normal range, ma'am, 18.5 to 24.9. If it is above 25.0 to 25.9, it is overweight, ma'am. Then
Okay.
above 30,
Okay,
it is
I understand. Okay, thank you.
ma'am. Any other question?
No, thank you. Okay, let's talk with the 24 groups. 24 groups, I hope you are ready. Let's start from leader of this group, Hamayun.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me please, the general examinations consist of what?
Ma'am, the general examination consists of the general appearance include like what is the shape, what is the color of the skin, what is the what is the height, eyes color, mouth, and mucus, and also check lymph nodes of the patient. And it also include the temperature of the patient.
Okay, tell me please, the consciousness of the patient.
Ma'am, I mean just a definition or is a level?
First of all, definition, then level.
Ma'am, it means that if the patient is awake, alert, or responsive to or not. This is the definition of consciousness.
Okay, levels.
And ma'am, it has 5 levels. First level is the alertness. Then second, ma'am, is the lethargy. Third is condition. And ma'am, fourth is stupor, and fifth is coma.
Okay, tell me please about the stupor, sopor, and coma. What does mean sopor?
Ma'am, stupor is also same as like stupor. These are, I think, similar. In this way, we give a patient a painful stimuli, and patient awakes from sleep and give a very small response. Then after this, patient will again sleep.
Okay, what kind of positions of the patients do you know?
Ma'am, there are, I think, 4 positions: compulsive side down position, compulsive rest position, and ma'am, compulsive side down, compulsive rest, and yes, ma'am, compulsive spine position,
Okay, thank
and
you.
square down position.
Okay, thank you. Ashhab Shahzad.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashhab. Okay, let's talk about the active positions of the patients. What does it mean?
Ma'am, in active position, the patient can move his body freely without any restriction. It can be seen in normal adults, patients with mild diseases, or at early stage of the
What does mean passive position?
uh, Ma'am, in passive position, the patient can't adjust or move his body. It occurs in extremely sick or unconscious patients.
Okay, tell me please the anatomical structure, normal structure of the skin. Tell me please the normal anatomical structure of the skin.
Uh, Ma'am, what did you say?
I say last time, if you reply, if you not, keep going. Tell me the normal anatomical structure of the skin.
Ma'am, the anatomical structure of the skin, it consists of mainly 3 layers. One is epidermis, and dermis, and the hypodermis.
Then that's all? 3 layers and that's all?
Ma'am, all three vary significantly in their anatomy and functions.
No, additional. What else skin has? Only layers and that's all? Okay, next questions. Tell me please, the skin of the color depends on what? Tell me please, the skin of the color depends on what? Okay, understandable. Next, Ashraf Shanza. Ashraf Shanza, you hear me? Ashraf Shanza, you hear me? Again, Ashraf Shanza, you hear me? Humayun, is he here or not?
Ma'am, she said that she is present, but her relative has died, so that's why he is not answer. Her relative has died.
Okay. Mihrin Iljaz.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's talk about them. Let's talk about the constitutions of the patient. What kind of constitutions, Mehrin, of the patients do you know? Constitutions of the patient, and what does mean constitutions at all?
Ma'am, constitutions of the patient. Patient color.
Constitutions of the patient.
Ma'am, the rights of the patient or the constitutions of the patient.
Okay, you don't know. Next questions. The skin of the color depends on what? The skin of the color depends on what?
Ma'am, skin color depend on melanocytes and the hemoglobin. If the melanocytes
What
produce
kind of changing of the skin you do know? What kind of the color of the skin do you know? The changes or dysfunctions of the skin color do you know?
ma'am, paler cyanosis. In paler, the skin color will be yellowish, and in cyanosis, the color will be
You cannot say yellowish. Tell me the name of this color.
paler.
Paler, paler, what color paler?
Yellow color, ma'am.
No, 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 no. Nilam Sultana,
Yes, ma'am.
you hear me?
Ma'am.
Nilam, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me please, what kind of skin color changes do you know? Dysfunctions, disorders.
Ma'am, skin color is changed due to the reduction of the oxygen in the oxyhemoglobin. In the hemoglobin. And ma'am, skin color change. Ma'am, skin color maybe the paler or the cyanosis or others include.
No, no. Next questions. Constitution of the patient. Constitutions of the patient, please.
Ma'am, constitution of the patient include. Constitution of the patient, ma'am, include the treatment options open to you, and that's there's a risk of the disease or the benefits, and that we record.
No.
And constitution actually sets up the principle and the values, and that
What
guide
kind
how
of constitutions of the patients do you know? What kind of constitutions of the patients do you know?
constitution of the patient. Ma'am, that is a tumors. Ma'am, a somatotype. Ma'am, Paul curves.
You don't know. Numra Imran.
Yes, ma'am.
Numra Imran. Numra,
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Tell me please. Tell me please. What does it mean consciousness?
Ma'am, consciousness is basically the patient's alertness and response to the doctor and his surrounding environment.
Surrounding.
Levels of the consciousness. Who is talking?
Lethargy, orientation, super, comma.
Ahmed, turn off your microphone.
Sorry, ma'am.
Numra, tell me please consciousness.
Yes, ma'am. It's patient's alertness and response to the doctor.
Levels, I need levels.
Lethargy, orientation, super, comma.
Okay, position of the patient.
Ma'am, position is basically patient status, body status, and general way of holding the body. It is divided into three types. That's active, passive, compulsive.
What kind of compulsive positions do you know?
Compulsive spine position, compulsive side down position, compulsive rest position.
Tell me please, skin colors changing. What kind of dysfunction of these colors of the skin do you know?
Yes, ma'am. Paler may be due to anemia and from vasoconstriction, and the skin color is pale. Redness, in redness, the skin color, the patient gets a pink complexion. In cyanosis, it is due to lack of oxygen and patient gets bluish color. And in jaundice, it's the yellowish discoloration of skin.
Thank you. Sunaina,
Yes, ma'am.
you hear me?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Wait a minute. Who said excuse me?
Ma'am, she's Sabah.
Ma'am, I am Sabah Saeed, which I already said to you.
Number, tell me please number. Number, tell me please which number you are.
11, ma'am. 11 number.
Okay. Sabah Said, you hear me?
Ma'am, which
Sabah Said, you hear me? Loudly, please. Loudly, I cannot hear you.
yes, ma'am.
Loudly, I cannot hear you. I don't know if you use headphones. No, loudly. Okay, use the chat. You will reply me at the chat. Saba, tell me please. Cyanosis.
No,
What
ma'am.
does it mean, cyanosis?
Ma'am, wait just 2 minutes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Saba, what does it mean, cyanosis? Cyanosis.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, please.
Cyanosis.
Yes. Write fastly. I need very fastly.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
What does mean cyanosis?
Ma'am, cyanosis. Cyanosis is the blue discoloration of the skin and
Okay, can you tell me please, Saba, how we divided cyanosis, Saba? How we divided
ma'am,
cyanosis?
you can divide it in the
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, can, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, I hear you. Tell me please. Don't write. Tell me please.
ma'am, ma'am, like clubbing, it is an enlargement of hand of fingers accompanied by the downward sloping
No,
of
I'm
nose,
asking
and
about the
it may be causes thoracic
Saba.
lung cancer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. ये मैम की आवाज ही नहीं आ रही मैम
Saba, I don't know why your voice is low or you have internet problem. I really don't care, guys. You have internet problem. You have, I don't know, you hear me very bad or you hear me very good. I don't care. I can easily understand this student is study or this student is doesn't study. You know, guys, I am also was a student. I am also was a student. I know why you asked me for 100 times, ma'am, can you repeat please? Ma'am, can you repeat please? During this asking your questions, you trying to find from the Google, from lecture, from the copybooks, all the answers. You know, if the students know, he will never ask me again and
no
again
ma'am
and again and like that. Okay, Saba.
No, ma'am, because excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am your voice is not and ma'am
So tell me please about the kind of cyanosis. If you don't know, so say me, I don't know.
ma'am ma'am I
Bolo.
know cyanosis can be into central cyanosis, peripheral cyanosis, and differential cyanosis. And basically, the cyanosis is the blue discoloration of the skin and mucous membranes. And
Kind of
it is
cyanosis.
and the causes of this is the deoxidation of the hemoglobin.
Okay. Sunaina,
Yes, ma'am.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me please. General examinations consist of what?
Ma'am, general inspection methods.
General
Yes.
inspections or general
Yes. Ma'am, it is the overall appearance of the health and illness, including sign of distress,
What?
facial expression, mood, body size, grooming, and personal hygienes. And it is observation of color, shape, size, symmetry, position, movements of the patient,
what do you know
and
about the constitutions of the patient? Constitutions of the patient.
ma'am, it includes the methods in which like palpation, percussion, constriction.
No,
That one.
constitutions of the patient. So what do you know about the constitutions of the patient?
Ma'am, it is um constitution. We studied about the consciousness. No, right. Um, I'm sorry, I don't know about the constitution.
What do you know about the positions of the patient?
Yeah, ma'am. It includes the position includes active position, passive position, compulsive side down position, and it is the patient's body status and the general way of holding the body. And the active position includes that it includes a patient who can move her body freely without any restriction, and can be seen a normal adult. And the passive position is the patients that can move freely their body, and it occurs extremely in the sick patients with unconsciousness. The compulsive spine position includes the that patient lie down on the back and legs bending like acute in acute position. And the compulsive side down position includes like in heart patients, patient with patient with pleuroria. Yeah, ma'am. And
Okay,
ma'am,
wait. BMI.
and BMI is the
Um,
body mass index of the body mass index. And what?
and tell me all the things of BMI. What do you know about BMI?
Ma'am, it is the it is used to measure the patient's height and weight. And its formula is formula is the a kilogram divided by the height in meter squares. And from if we know the weight and the height of the patient, we can calculate the BMI of the patient. And it there are different methods to measure the BMI of a patient. Yeah, and after measuring the BMI of the patient, we categorize the patient in different classes, like with moderate class, severe class, very severe. It includes, if the BMI is 30 to 34, it includes in the moderate. And if the BMI is 35
Okay,
to
thank you.
30,
Thank you. Tayaba.
okay.
Yes,
Tayaba,
ma'am.
you hear me?
Yes.
Let's talk about the body build. What kind of body build or physique of the patients do you know?
Um,
Ahmed, something happened to you or what? Wait a minute, I want to talk with Ahmed. What's wrong with you? You have some problem with me or what?
Ma'am, I think he's outsider.
I don't know.
uh,
Ahmed all the
yes,
time
ma'am.
try to disturb and I don't know what's happening.
Asthenic, hypersthenic,
Okay, tell me please about the asthenic people.
asthenic people, uh,
Hypersthenic people.
has
Very fastly. I
has
have
has
no
a body,
time. I
has
have
a body,
no time. Asthenic, hypersthenic, and
muscular,
normosthenic
uh,
patient.
muscular
What does it
figure,
mean?
has a body muscular figure, asthenic has a slender or weak figure.
What does mean jaundice?
What does mean?
Jaundice.
Uh, Yellow discoloration of skin.
Then how we check jaundice?
Uh, by looking at by looking at scleria.
On the sclera.
Lower surface of tongue.
Okay, it is understandable. Somebody helped to you and text to you and you are waiting the sums or you are doing symptoms helping. Okay, Vasim Zafar, you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, let's talk about the asthenic people. Tell me please.
Ma'am, I have no idea about that because I have already told you that I met serious accident last month. I have already told my group leader. I think I guess he told you about that. I met in serious
Loudly
accident,
please. Did
but
you
due
eat
to that
something
I could
today
not
or
prepare
not?
for that.
Loudly please. Loudly.
Ma'am, I'm talking about that. I have not prepared the topic.
Okay, so very fastly you say it's very good when the student
Yeah, yeah,
say me the truth.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
guys.
I
So
could not
okay,
prepare
I
the
don't
topic,
need understand. I
and I
don't need
can
your
manipulate you by
explanations.
Google it. Yeah,
I don't need
ma'am.
any
Today's my
explanations why you didn't and like this, and all of this one. So, you see, guys, you see what is happening. Happening is that don't joke with me, okay? I am also was a student like you, and I'm also lazy like you, didn't want to study, or maybe at this time I can also answer with the Google, or Wikipedia helps me, and like this. I know all the things of the students because I was also students like you. Then, if I say to you, the homework is this one, you should to follow and you should to do everything what I want from you. Because what I say to you, it helps to you for your studying. All this is informations about the proper therapy, normal anatomy, everything else. I know. I don't need to study it again, but I want you study. And for your studying, you should to help me. If I will give to you all the time informations, but I cannot uh, get the reply from you. I also need your help that you try to study something that you I need from students help because if I say to you attend my lecture, it means you must attend my lecture. All my questions depend on the lecture. My lectures, it's like a guideline. Of course I cannot put all the huge books and do the one lectures. That's why you should to use the what books that I say to you. I guide you. I help try to use to say you that you should to help me by yourself. I know all the method that you are like, oh, repeat me, ma'am. 101 million times I'm repeating. I know at the same time you're trying to find the answers. But if you study something at home by yourself, you can get my questions very easily. I give you very simple questions. I didn't give the scientist questions. No, I didn't go even deep to these questions. I only give superficial questions that I give at the lectures. That's all what I need from you guys. That's all
Excuse
what
me,
I
ma'am.
need.
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. Ma'am, Ali Husnain Said from GM39 is present, ma'am, due to net issue during lecture. I disconnect my laptop.
Number. Can you tell me please number?
Ma'am, Ali Husnain Said, ma'am, 6 number. 6. Yes, ma'am, present. Due to net issue, I disconnect this during lecture.
Okay, so Ali, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ali, let's talk about the general examinations. Tell me, please, what does it mean? Positions of the patient. Tell me, please, what does it mean? Positions of the patient.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, square down position. Hello, ma'am.
I hear you. No, you cannot
Ma'am.
start from this one. Start from the up. What kind of positions at all you know? Ali,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me. Okay, tell me, please.
Position and posture, ma'am. Active position and passive position.
Tell me, please. What does it
Uh,
mean? What does it mean? Uh, cyanosis. Tell me, please, about cyanosis. What does it mean,
Ma'am,
cyanosis?
positions, ma'am, it refers to patient's body status and the general way of holding the body. Ma'am, then it divided to active, passive, and compulsive.
Okay, tell me, please, about cyanosis.
What, ma'am?
Cyanosis.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, sinus is defined as a bluish discoloration, especially of the skin and mucous membranes due to excessive concentration of deoxyhemoglobin in the blood
Okay.
caused by
Okay,
toxin.
thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Ma'am,
Excuse me,
two
ma'am.
types.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
Our man asked me. Do not
What?
ask question from me.
Oh, I didn't
Uh,
ask you, right?
yes, ma'am. I'll just answer task complete. That's it.
Rihman Atta or you hear me?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me please how we divided general examinations. Tell me please how we divided general examinations.
Ma'am, general examination. General examination, ma'am. General examination. General appearance. And hands and arms, skin, face, eyes, mouth, and ma'am, vital signs like temperature, pulse, respiration rate, and blood pressure.
Okay, tell me please about the skin,
Skin,
anatomical structure of the skin. Very fastly, we don't have a time. Anatomical structure of the skin.
ma'am, anatomical structure, ma'am, hyposthema, hyperosthema, and photosthema.
No, I need a normal anatomical structure of the skin.
Normal.
Okay, okay, guys. So you see
Excuse me, ma'am.
what?
Ma'am, we didn't ask any question from me. Circumstance GM24.
From who?
GM24 circumstance. Form number 1.
Okay. Akram, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me please the anatomical structure of the skin.
Ma'am, skin is the largest organ in a body. It consists of about 7 layers. First layer is stratum corneum, lucidum, and granulosum and spinosum, basal dermis and hypodermis. It also contains hair follicles,
Tell
And
me please, what kind of changing of the skin you know?
when change in a skin is due to diseases, in anemia, the skin in the color of skin gets pale. In the jaundice, because of bilirubin, also the color of skin gets pale, and in cyanosis, it is a bluish due to the deoxygenated blood excess amount.
Can you tell me please the cyanosis? What is this cyanosis?
Ma'am, cyanosis is a bluish color of a skin in a hand.
Can
It
you
is
tell me please the type or kind of cyanosis?
Ma'am, it is of two types. Ma'am, do you hear me? Ma'am,
Two type. Tell me the name of this type.
ma'am, one type is central and other is peripheral. Central is
Okay.
around
Tell
lips
me
and
please.
tongues, and peripheral is in extremities of finger.
Okay, guys. So yes, Vasim, Zafar, you are right. You are right that you text to me.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you didn't ask any question from me.
Ashraf Shanza, right?
Yes, ma'am. Shanza Ashraf from Team 24.
Okay, let's see. So tell me, please, what does it mean? Face features, face feature. How? What kind of face dysfunctions do you know? What kind of face dysfunctions do you know?
Ma'am, you kindly repeat again. I didn't listen.
No.
Ma'am,
What kind of face dysfunctions do you know? Face disorders do you know?
ma'am, characteristics of face.
Characteristics, dysfunctions, disorders of faces do you know?
Okay, ma'am. Uh, Ma'am, it is due to disorders of face due to trauma,
No.
lethargic injury,
No. No. I
neurological
my
condition.
lecture answer. No. No. Ashraf, no. You will not find it. Okay. Let's see. So you can see what kind of situations is happening. Don't think that the teachers are stupid and they cannot understand what are you doing or what you are not doing. Actually, when I teach the students, I know all the movings because I feel the students. I have the something, some in my side that I can feel the students. Really, the students study, or really didn't study, or try to study, or something like that. So even if you not say to me, Vasif, that they are looking the answers from the Google, from the Wikipedia, but if I need my answer, okay, I'm not saying looking in the Wikipedia, looking at the Google, but Google is Google, lecture is lecture, so your answer depends on the lecture. So if you will not attend the lecture, so you have no information, and you cannot reply to me at the practices. Okay, the next one, at the Moodle, there is the task number 3. You should to be done with the task number 3 and load it in the Moodle. If you read the syllabus, if you open the syllabus, because I send the syllabus, even in the Moodle, there is the syllabus. Yes, who want ask me, Hafsa?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you give us a assignment, and the question is that we have to make a video. Ma'am, but in the Moodle, the video is not uploading. So what we
Yes,
have
I
to do, ma'am?
know. Yes, I know. Then I text at the group leaders, don't do the video because
But group
our
leader did not
Moodle,
inform us, ma'am.
Ma'am, but
excuse
they
me,
didn't inform us.
I said Moodle or I said video, you can leave the video. I don't need so much your videos, okay? If you did already this video, send to my WhatsApp,
Okay, ma'am,
okay?
Okay, ma'am.
we'll
Okay,
send
if
it, ma'am.
you did the video already, you can send in the my WhatsApp, in my WhatsApp, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so the task number 3, who didn't do it and load it. Then my next homework for you is the respiratory system. Next homework,
For
respiratory
ma'am,
system.
for practice
Yes.
class,
What?
Yes.
ma'am, respiratory system for practice class.
Yes, for
Next week.
practice class, I give to you homework, respiratory system.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you understand, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And guys, I really don't joke with you. I really don't do anything with you. I only want your studying. I only need your studying. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you so much.
everybody. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Okay, ma'am. Goodbye.